Hello and a warm welcome to the Tamil Nadu Brief. I'm Sam Daniel. The headlines first. Setback for the Enforcement Directorate. Supreme Court stays proceedings into alleged TASMAC scam. Chief Justice observes ED is crossing all limits, destroying federalism. 3 coaches of a goods train derail at Arakkonam. And tribal youth shake their leg with a message on International Day of Biodiversity. In a major setback to the Enforcement Directorate, the Supreme Court today stayed all its proceedings into the alleged TASMAC scam in Tamil Nadu. Making strong observations, the Chief Justice Derails said, ED is crossing all limits, destroying federalism. Citing FIRs filed against individual officers of TASMAC, he questioned why target the entire corporation and why is the ED coming here. ED ought to file its affidavit after the vacation. The Tamil Nadu government and the TASMAC had moved the Supreme Court after ED searched the headquarters of TASMAC in the month of March. The government argued that it was a harassment of its employees as ED did not allow the entire team at the headquarters, from the MD to the security staff, to go out, except a 6-hour break at night for 3 days. Earlier, the Madras High Court found no violation by the ED, after which ED continued its searches, this time at 10 places, including the home of the TASMAC MD. The ED alleges corruption at 3 levels: sale of liquor at a higher price, between 10 and 30 rupees a bottle at outlets of TASMAC across the state; corruption in transport and issue of bar licenses, besides in appointments and transfer of TASMAC officials. ED also alleges a massive 1,000 crore scam by distilleries in collusion with bottle making companies by generating huge amounts of unaccounted cash and siphoning them off. Although this stay is irrespective of the merits of the case in terms of the corruption allegations, this has strengthened the ruling DMK's narrative that the BJP at the centre is misusing central agencies, including the ED, to target political opponents, particularly in opposition-ruled states, something the BJP has denied. And this is what DMK's spokesperson, Dr. Syed Hafizullah, had to say.
The Supreme Court has come down heavily on the ED to the extent that the CJI himself has said that the actions of ED are against the federal structure of the constitution and you cannot file case against a corporation. That is what the DMK has always said, that the union government, the BJP government at the center, is using the investigation agencies for their political campaign. That is the design. You can see how the BJP government has used the liquor policy and the alleged corruption issue in Telangana, in Chhattisgarh, in Delhi elections. So we have said that there is nothing concrete in the actions of ED but just a political vendetta, and to use these cases and searches as a political campaign for the BJP. Hence the judgment made by the CJI and the Supreme Court by putting a stay to the ED activities, and more importantly calling that the ED has crossed all its limits. These are not the words from the opposition, these are the words from the CJI himself. The opposition has always said that the ED is being used, the income tax is being used, the CBI is being used against the political opponents of the BJP. Hence, this is a wonderful judgment that has saved the constitution, this has saved the democracy in this country and the cooperative federalism in the country has also been saved by the judgment given by the CJI.
Today is the International Day of Biodiversity. The theme this year, Harmony with Nature and Sustainable Development. The star attraction, a group of tribal youth from the Irula community to share their message on biodiversity, from conservation, inclusivity, all through their culture. I caught up with them and a few organizers, all environmentalists.
We have chosen 5 different songs. The first song is based on the taking a water from the river and going to the field, and the second one is pouring the water to the cultivation land, and third one is people come and pour the seeds to the land, and fourth one is it's about our tribal area where we are staying. It's about that our houses, our the people's languages, everything. And fifth song is about it's about the bear. It's the most popular animal in our area. It's very dangerous for us.
So you're highlighting the importance of going back to traditional food items.
You cannot see our culture foods because we know only our culture food. No one can see our culture food. Only we can find that culture food. We find that our peanuts in mountains. We go to mountain and we search that different kinds of peanuts, and we get that all peanuts. You cannot see our peanuts in any side.
Right.
Only you can see tribal Irula places.
Give me a few examples of forgotten food grains which you're trying to revive or make it popular. One you said peanuts.
Rahi, sola, kambe, like that, etc.
All right, okay. And you're the musical man. You're using traditional musical instruments actually, which
it is made up of pot. Para is made up of pot, and the leather thing, the cow. From we are forming that instrument with the skin of the cow after the death. After the death of the cow, we take the skin out of from that cow, and we form that. We make that instrument, and it is used for tuning, changing the tune of the songs. And we are using another instrument called tawil. It is to accompany the parai. It is also for making sounds like drums. It is also made up of through cow skin, and we have a special instrument which cannot be seen anywhere. It is called kohel. It is made up of bamboo stick and a leather type of thing, and it have a top edge thing, lid like thing. It is made up of like how to say, like a leaf like thing where we get from our mountains.
So musical instruments too, in a sense, in harmony with nature.
Yes, it's tell about the story and joy we are getting from, and we used to play that instrument for like festival days, like after funerals, like that, such things, etc.
Ma'am, thank you very much for your time. These performers, be it dancers or singers, they're also fully aware of the importance of conservation and biodiversity.
Sure they are. They live among the forest, right? They are very, very conscious about how to protect their forests, how to protect their environment, and they are very taking measures so that they save themselves, their culture, their language, and their livelihood. Their livelihood is important to them. So in that way, they are very, very aware of the surroundings and the preservation of the surroundings.
Be it biodiversity or conservation, so much to learn from the tribal communities?
Absolutely, absolutely. They have documented everything that they do in their songs. Their songs are not just songs, they have documentation of their environment as it was. And they are also telling you how it is now degraded due to development. What have they lost? All that is recorded in song. So it gives you a historical perspective of their lives that has changed.
Jayashri, thank you so much for your time. How important is to raise awareness in cities particularly?
It's the most important thing and the thing that's been missing since the Biodiversity Convention came into force in 1992. And this has been repeatedly highlighted in all the targets that we've set for ourselves, whether it be the Aichi target or the most recently enacted Kunming-Montreal Protocol. All these, the first point of emphasis is build awareness, especially in people who live in urban areas.
And the messages?
The message is biodiversity is inclusive, it's not anti-development. Biodiversity is part of our lives. We need to be responsible because we have to leave behind a safe and secure future for our children. It's not enough if you put money in the bank, you also put money in nature.
3 things you want urban citizens to bring about in terms of changes.
Okay, urban citizens to begin with need to recognize that wilderness exists in their own backyards. They don't need to go to some vague, far out place to experience wilderness. This is what Rachel Carson said in Silent Spring. The second thing is do your bit, however small it is. No action is insignificant. Third thing, learn to
conservation.
For conservation. Third, learn to collaborate, to work with people. Even if you have differences, it's fine. Sink your differences and work with people.
3 coaches of a goods train derailed at Arakkonam in Tamil Nadu. These coaches carry cars. So far, no loss of life or property. Railway authorities claim there was no disruption to train services as well. Restoration and investigation is underway. Well, that's all the time we have for on this edition of the Tamil Nadu Brief. Hope you liked it. See you tomorrow, same time. Goodbye.